What is up? I'm gonna make this really quick because tomorrow is my Friday and I am ready to get to sleep. Just got back from the gym, 71 days till the wedding. Pretty excited today because I'm waiting for a package, something I'm really stoked on. So I got the TesCamp. So that is a mattress that fits into the back of the Tesla so you could go camping. So it's pretty sick. I'm excited about it. I like camping in the Tesla. So boom. Excited to try that out. I'll probably record it so you can see what it's like to have a bed in the back seat of a Tesla. Yeah, tomorrow's my Friday at Tesla. It's been a good week. I've been watching a ton of videos on Elon. Elon just did a TED Talk, incredibly inspiring. The host seemed to be a little, and this is just, it seems like everyone who interviews Elon, they're just, they want to poke. It's less now, but like they're just trying to poke holes and trying to catch anything that'll make, paint him in a negative light. But Elon handled himself very well, and he had some tact. He held back when baited a few times in this conversation. And I thought it was real. Like, I admired his performance because I know how hard it can be when talking isn't your thing. And he powered through it and he performed incredibly well. I encourage anyone to watch it. It just brand new TED Talk. And then they also included interview that they did in case he wasn't able to show, because the man has a lot of stuff on his plate. He did the Cyber Rodeo, so the launching of the brand new largest factory by volume in the world, Giga Texas. And the very next day, he launched rockets into space. The man is doing so much, and that's just like the tip of the iceberg. But like I said, that conversation was very inspiring. He showed a lot of himself. And he's growing so strong, and like the writing's on the wall. People don't realize just how much of an impact, Tesla doesn't just make cars. We're doing so much more. And, this Optimus bot is truly going to change the world. And I hope that we're ready. There's going to be a lot of things, a lot of big philosophy, questions that we're going to have to ask ourselves and really dig deep to find these answers. And, we're going to have to lean on each other to navigate these waters, because we're going to have to find meaning when, right now, what's the number one thing that people do when you ask them, like, how are you? Busy, but good. When a lot of like people complain that, jobs will be taken by autopilot. Truck drivers, it's the number one job in the US, and, factory jobs, with Optimus. But the thing is, it's my job. Like I lead the training department for Tesla, and it's so hard to motivate people to work. People don't want to work. And I don't think that Optimus is going to be taking anyone's jobs. No one wants to work. It's going to be doing work that needs to be done that no one is willing to do right now. Elon said it a few years ago that, he doesn't want a universal basic income, but he says it's inevitable. And I am starting to see that with COVID. Everyone just had their hand out. Where's the money? And we got a taste of it, and we saw, for better or worse, we saw, what happens when you give free money. Um, but these are the types of things we're gonna have to really start thinking about this, because it's happening. You know, diversify yourself. Do things that, learn skills. It's never been easier to learn. Um, you don't need a huge education anymore. Elon says it himself. If you wanna, there's nothing that you can't learn, via YouTube and, Reddit and Skillshare and all these different programs. It's never been easier. Skillshare you have to pay, but YouTube's free. Reddit's free. There's libraries, as antiquated as they are. There's the internet, Google. There's so much knowledge out there. Start educating yourself now. Start building those skill sets. Learn to code. It's incredible, even like just seeing how much in demand just basic coding is. If people even on my team get promoted just because they've dabbled in basic coding. That's how much of a demand there is. You think, oh well, it's oversaturated, no one's gonna want me, there's better coders out there. Guess what? No, people need coders. People need people who could present. If you have any presenting skills, like dial that in now, practice now, because those are the skills that, when they're replacing the most menial jobs, it's going to be these human creation jobs that are going to be of the most priority, because, machine learning, machines are starting to do art, but it doesn't have that intimacy that humans do. So, double down on that. Double down on that human creation, because I think that's going to be the last thing that automation and artificial intelligence is going to be able to recreate, if it ever truly can. It's debatable. And again, it starts opening up questions about philosophy. What is, what would that look like? How would we define it? If a robot is actually creating a truly new novel piece of music, is it just because it's random and it's never been recorded prior? Or does it need to have some energy, some flow, some, who knows? But these are, it's interesting stuff. We're living in interesting times. So yeah, so much for keeping this short. But yeah, like I said, it was a good day at work. Went to the gym, had a good sauna session, practiced patience in the sauna. There was some interesting characters in there, and had a choice of whether I could react or just note that I'm annoyed, pause, not react. And then I ended up having a decent conversation with that individual. So the power of pause. So that's pretty cool. So I will see you tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. I want to do like a little review of this thing. Where should I go this weekend? I don't know. Maybe I could drag Gina to San Francisco or something. I don't know. But cheers. I'll see you all tomorrow.